Hello everybody, this is Dimitri, CryptoParadise.consulting. Today I want to talk about a very interesting subject, which is the fact of having or not your private keys with you when you own cryptocurrencies and of course Bitcoin. So what is exactly the problem here? The problem is that when Bitcoin appeared 10 years ago and became famous with other cryptocurrencies, one of the main reasons why it had so much success was the idea that you could get completely rid of the middleman. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies allow you to have direct access to your holding without having to trust any third party. So that was one big thing. But this meant that you had to take care of your own security by holding your private keys, and this of course goes with a great responsibility. As Andreas Antonopoulos put it very, very clearly, not your keys, not your Bitcoin. So this was really shared among the crypto community for many years, the fact that the crypto community is a bit libertarian, has puts a lot of value in freedom and in self-sovereignty. So the idea of having direct access with your private keys was, let's say, a very important part of owning cryptocurrencies. What is happening now since a few years, especially since last year, seeing adoption growing, seeing lots of traditional investors investing in Bitcoin, and we are witnessing a very new era where we see that to get Mr. and Mrs. Everybody, so let's say the average Joe, into Bitcoin, you won't have him go into Bitcoin if you still have to be a complete geek to hold your keys and all the stuff we were doing before this new era, where for the common person those things are almost impossible to deal with. What people want to adopt this is to have something that is very easy to deal with. So what we're seeing when we see PayPal coming in and we see how easy it is to hold cryptos on a platform like PayPal, which everybody can use, of course this means that you don't hold your keys anymore. And what I'm seeing here and what I'm saying is just it's an open debate. But what we're witnessing is the fact that now, with new regulation coming in, on parallel with all those new platforms, regulations that ask platforms to ask for your KYC if any transaction is made from a wallet where people own their private keys, the platform will not be allowed to accept the transfer without asking the KYC of the person holding the private keys wallet. So doing so completely destroys the real reason why people hold their private keys, which was to be, let's say, anonymous, and of course to be able to completely decide what they do with their private holdings. Unfortunately, I think this trend towards adoption will necessarily, maybe I'm wrong, but in my opinion, it will necessarily lead to let's say the fact that it's not really useful anymore to own your private keys. But of course, I'm not saying it's a wrong idea. The only thing is that everybody understands that if you have your cryptocurrencies on a private key wallet, and for some reason at some day you might want to use it to exchange them, to spend them for your regular life, of course. As soon as you will have to go through a platform, if they ask you your KYC, you understand immediately that the very use that you thought of it has disappeared. So that's only what I wanted to share with you today. This problematic, I think, is very interesting. I'm not giving any answer here. I'm just saying that the trend we are in, and the fact that more and more adoption is coming, and that's something everybody was wishing for, will for sure have in parallel this new regulation and this idea that it makes less and less sense to own your private keys, and adding to that the fact that as soon as you want to have your cryptocurrencies maybe earn some interest for you, you will have to give them to a platform. So that means you're going to be in the position where you are actually with banks, where you have to trust a third party. So of course you have different third parties. I'm not saying that they're all like banks, and I'm not saying even that all banks are bad, but let's say most of them. But that's it. That's all what I want to share with you. If you like those views, if you like those videos, please subscribe to my channel. As you can see, I still have very few subscribers on my English channel. So please subscribe, and you can also check my website, which is cryptoparadise.consulting. Bye now.